Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to another video. Sometimes I think to myself all the time. It's not a day that I don't. More recently, I've been trying to do better within my energy, more so my sexual discipline, my intuition, you feel me, my inner self. I've been dealing with myself for real. And I came up with the conclusion of consciousness. Okay, let me explain. I say I come up with the conclusion of consciousness because everything is mental. Everything is internalized. Within your brain, you like even imagery is just it's powerful, a manifestation in a sense. What you see, what you say is what you see. What you see is what you eventually can manifest. Like last night, I was saying that, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people know this. Imaginary dreams, daydreams, I truly believe that they could come reality. They could be possible. I I have a lot. I say it all the time. What I want, I don't know how I want it, how I'm gonna get it, but it's a lot of things I want. It's a lot of things I feel like I could obtain in life, but I don't have it right now. For right now, I'm just trying to do what I could do. If I want to be a clothing brand owner, I'm doing like building clothes, not even building clothes. I don't know how to do that. But I know how to customize some shit, paint on it, airbrush it, airbrush it, you feel me? All that. When it comes to ideas, having ideas, I used to like be quick on doing it, making it and stuff, but nowadays I really don't. Just because I don't really have the time to, I don't necessarily plan out a lot of things. And I feel like on my end, it works out because it's spontaneous of it all. Everything is so spontaneous. It's just like what throughout the time, if I'm working on this one piece, I do everything in sets nowadays. So boom, if I tie dye a shirt, I'm tie dyeing it. Then if I want to write on it, then I do that like another day or another time. Cause it give your brain space to breathe. It give your brain space to actually think more on the concept. But you don't want to overtime yourself. Like give yourself more time than what's actual. I say a lot to say. When it comes to ideas and creating it, you have to do it first before somebody take it. Or, they have that concept as well. I feel, and that's where the consciousness part come in as well. You know, I'm everywhere. Everybody is hooked on one conscious cord. Think about it like that. One conscious cord everybody hooked up to. Most people they'll try to deny it, make it seem like whatever. But we all are one consciousness, so the thought I may have, you may have as well. I believe in telekinesis. People might think I'm crazy for even believing in that. But I do. I believe in telekinesis because you think to yourself, right? You talk to yourself, right? If you talk to yourself, then everybody must talk to themselves. Everybody must have a voice in their head. It may be some exceptions, but I'm sure everybody have a voice in their head. So boom, you could talk to the other person's voice, like in simpler states. You could talk to the other person's voice in their head. Everybody always thinking, so you could, whatever. I just believe in telepathic communication just because we are one consciousness. So your idea may be somebody else's. And If you want to be profitable, you would want to do it first so they won't take that idea. Like me, I had a clothing name idea because I've been thinking plundering. Think about it. Boom, I came up with one. I had to take it. I had to take the IP. I had to copy. I'm gonna copyright it, and it's mine. Because in life, especially in America, ain't no telling what's gonna happen. Ain't no telling who gonna take what. You need ownership of whatever you could have. That's how I see it. If you want money, if you want to obtain at least a level of successfulness, you gotta have ownership of something. You gotta work for something to have something. That's all I'm saying. When I say do it first, too, I'm the oldest, so it's a lot of things I done before a lot of my siblings. Yes, I have older cousins and stuff, but my older cousin already passed away. With that, I just have to do it first. So myself, I have to experience it first. You have to experience a lot of things firsthand to become more, I'll say, to become greater. You never want to sit back too long. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with sitting back chilling, but you don't want to sit back too long to where you're fucking up yourself, you know? With me not, with me watching porn less, corn less, however the fuck, it kind of, it builds sustainability. With that sustainability, I use it to my advantage to continue to work harder, you know? As a man and women, it's way different, you know? I have a friend, and she was just telling me how women life, just day-to-day cycles are different than men day-to-day cycles, which I could agree, you know? I wake up at what, 6, sometimes 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, and be like, what I'm about to do, how I'm gonna get to it. Only cause it's really second nature for real. I've been thinking about this shit forever. And I think manipulating your mind, feeling like you could attain something, or at least get something, build something that you would have built if you stayed down, could get you up. That would like, I know that whole part just probably sounded crazy, but sitting down all the time, not getting up, adventuring the world, it's gonna hinder you. Using your parents or using peers for your advantage is gonna hinder you. In this life, you don't really want to be left behind. It's not a good feeling when you're left behind. People gonna look at you like, when you gonna catch up? Alright, that's how I see it. Me personally, I was never the type to follow people, follow groups. I made a video saying don't follow the crowd because you shouldn't. Like, when you follow the crowd, you're like following the leader type shit. How you gonna be the first one to do it if you following the leader, if you following after these people? These people really truly not even thinking about you because they doing their own thing. And you gotta be innovative. Don't sell out. I say, don't have the love. Hold on, let me rephrase that. Have the love for whatever you're trying to do. Don't facade it. Don't be a loser to the game for real. Because all in all, that shit, you're gonna be out of the picture. You're just gonna be gone. Nobody gonna really care. It's gonna be what it is. But you gotta put yourself in a state, in a position where you're the first one doing it. You making it happen before anybody else, because if you don't do it, somebody else is. That's just a way of life. That's just game. Depends on what it is. You don't want to overly consume yourself in not even negativity, but foolishness. Feeling like what you doing is the purpose and it's not, going down the wrong path essentially. And as humans, we really don't know what's the right or the wrong path. Especially with the type of content I'm trying to make or I want to make in the future soon. I have to be the first one to do it because if I don't do it, somebody else will. Even as a kid, you gotta use your imagination to the fullest. As you get older, a lot of people they don't really use it. They use it to whatever they want to, but not for a positive benefit. Not to mean everything is positive. Negativity do exist as well. Your imagination is just a terrible thing to waste. Just like your youth. Just like a lot of things in this life that is out of our control. I think that's all I got for today, honestly. Believe in yourself. Whatever idea come to mind, seek it through, finish it. Like, actually put energy and love within it because this is your life at the end